Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm having a good week, but this coming week is going to be pretty rough. And the reason for that is that I have to go and support a conference thing. This is really annoying. It's like, okay, everyone else in my group at my company is going to Hawaii for a large scale United States government space systems engineering conference. It's awesome. They get the whole week covered. It'll be busy, but they're in Hawaii. It's honestly great. And then they're just like, hey, we need someone to go to some Air Force. It's actually, I have to be very careful how I explain this, but some Air Force base in the middle of nowhere that you drive to for 4 hours and then stay in a government rate, very low quality hotel, and then go and man a conference booth by yourself for 8 hours or something. And I'm looking at this and I'm just like, man, I really drew the short end of this stick, huh? Every single other person's like, yeah, we're going to Hawaii. It's great. It's gonna be awesome. Drinking every night. Everyone's doing great. I mean, like, okay, what they do in their free time is up to them, but like, all of them are gonna, of course, go out and enjoy the location and the scenery while they're there. They're not working 24/7, of course. Meanwhile, I get to go to just just honestly the least exciting location possible. And I've just been faced with this and thinking to myself, man, that's rough. That is rough. Honestly, doing nothing would be more entertaining for me because I wouldn't have to drive 4 hours to get there. But that's me. So I have that to look forward to next week. And obviously by the time you are watching this, this had already happened. So I'm probably have already given you the, well, maybe not. I don't know. It depends on when I tell you, but you'll probably hear at some point how poorly this went. Honestly, it's going to be fine. Like the conference is going to go well. I'm going to do a good job. Everyone's going to be happy. Hooray, fancy. I'm just going to be bored out of my mind and also stressed because there's like a billion people talking to just me simultaneously. So it'll be fun. It'll be great. What could possibly go wrong? Anyway, currently I am playing Monster Train instead in order to bide my time and do something I enjoy in the interim. So here we are. 264 wins on the series number keep go up. It's good to see. We had, what was it? It was a Harvest Rector run. That's right. So it was a weird, it's actually very strong in the end. We had a multi-strike, Sapstone, Baron Infused, Shattered Shell behind Harvest Rector. There was a -2, Remove Consume, First Hell Pact, Awoken, Rail Spike, Infinite. So I had this line, and then I just went nuts and did an Infinite instead with On Memento Mori of all cards, with Remnant Host to support getting enough kills to actually execute on the Infinite. I'll be honest with you, I don't normally end up on infinites in this channel, and the reason for it is that oftentimes infinites require you to make investments that don't make sense at a moment, right? You could think prospectively, and I think if you're willing to reset a combat because, say for instance, your perspective picks made the combat a lot tougher, I think you're able to do a lot better, right? You can, I messed up, I can re-roll the combat, try again. On this series, of course, I don't do that. Some people have actually asked me recently, oh, you made a mistake. Why did you not simply restart the combat? Well, that's part of the conceit of the thing, right? The reason why I think Train of Thought is an interesting series is not because I am winning runs, right? I think 100, obviously everyone's way more excited about 200 shard runs and stuff, but part of what makes Train of Thought interesting and also a mainstay of the channel is that it forces you to win the first time on everything. It is a no reset series. And sometimes the runs go up to 200 shards, but sometimes I'm thinking, man, it's just too high risk. And so that risk forces me to play a little bit more conservatively. Results in maybe less glamorous wins. I'm not going to get the really crazy infinites usually, but I do get wins, which is what matters. Now, obviously, this infinite was very straightforward. I found the Awoken Rail Spike. I think it had the -2 and the Remove Consume all in one, like, node generated shop area. So I just said, all right, well, that's what we're playing then. I grabbed it, saw the first Hell Pact later, duped it instead of what I was originally going to do, and I was like, all right, well, obviously I just win the run now. You have the pieces. One of the other infinites that I think is doable pretty consistently is one's based on Offering Monument and health gain. I think those are pretty straightforward. You know, your cycle of life with a -2, -1. Spam 2 of those on an Offering Monument. Feeling pretty decent about that. And then you can just ultimately murder someone with a single proc of spikes. You can do it with Echo Infusion. You've got some options there. So, you know, things like that are great. Of course, the Reform, Offering Monument, Infusion, not Infusion, Reform plus Offering Monument, Infinite is very good. Things that are very consistent. The other ones I think are very common end up being like Votivary Infinites, right? Those ones are straightforward. There's some more out there ones that are a little bit tougher to assemble, but like I'm not gonna get, what is it, an Amplified Charge, Ambient Charge Infinite, that card. I'm never gonna take that, right? We're not gonna ever see that on the channel because I'm not taking prospectively Ambient Charge in the hopes of seeing some craziness. So anyway, it's enough rambling. Moving on to Spine Chief. Incredible, love it. Spine Chief is great fun. Let's go ahead and hit the button and get going. As always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. You probably have, but I say it anyway. And let's get in on it. Wurmkin it is. Clicking the button. Wurmkin sounds fun. Looking forward to this, I think. Alright, I'll take it. Ended up with a... Honestly, it's better than the alternative. I think Queen Zimpling is the worst combo for Spine Chief, but I'm always happy with Torch, so we'll take it. Anyway, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing fantastic. It's a nice little weekend for me, so that's good. Today we're fighting Plating Seal Daedalus, Spell Shield Fell, Chase Seraph, all good stuff. Starting cards are solid. Echo Snare, Vent. Love Vent here. That's a great +30 target, great holdover target. Ancient Resonance, a lot of AoE damage, seems good. I'm still going to take Decayer if they show it to me, but there are other good choices here as well. Temples today are 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8, so 5 temples. We like that. Removal dupe on Magic side on 8 is excellent. Steel with Horde on 7 competes with Trinket Money. Okay, if I'm rich, that's great. I mean, Wurmkin Relics are always excellent, so that's great. Magic Shop Vortex on 6 competing with Random Dupe. I don't think that Random Dupe is very good. The Magic Shop's definitely better here. Also has a cave. Speaking of Magic Shops, there's Magic Shop Horde Vortex on 5, also very good, competing with a Steel Shot that at least has a cave, but otherwise isn't that inspired. It'll depend a bit on what we need. If I can get away with these Magic Shops, that'll be excellent. Dupe Hellhorned banner on 4, Vortex Magic Shop Wurmkin banner on 4 as well. A lot of really good Magic Shops here. That's actually worth considering. We could hunt for potentially multiple holdovers on this run. So like Vent plus something else. That could influence decisions, so it's good to think about it. Double steals in the early game. I didn't even really look at that here, but we do have double steals. Both Hellhorned banners. No Wurmkin banners in the early game. So that is an interesting insight as well. It means definitely no Infector today if we get shown it. So Horde is Railhammer. I'm going to click Railhammer as it turns out. I don't have any armor. It doesn't matter. I'm going to click it anyway. All it takes is Shard Soul Carver and this goes nuts. We end up Infector Decayer. Well, I said it's not Infector, so it is in fact Decayer. I might consider Infector sometimes for these runs. When I take the Mark of Invasion, it's fine. Because the thing about Infector is you really need Wurmkin banners, right? You need to have something that can capitalize on the, what is it called? The Inspire triggers that come from generating echoes. So, anyway, we're going to do this order. I'm going to vent top floor to stop the 15 damage here. Pop a guy on middle. We get another vent. Fantastic. Another vent means it's as simple as vent once more upstairs, save all of it, get the money. Incredible. An excellent combat. We should absolutely sandblast upstairs. Get that kill. Excellent. And we've generated the echoes for the next turn as well. Great. Alright, good. Floor is down. We're going to go ahead and work downstairs, make purples. Clearing everything, having plenty of stats up here. We're just going to make purples when possible. Pretty straightforward. Purple, purple, click everything. Looks great. We die, but it doesn't matter because he dies too, thanks to 98 damage. Pop. Excellent. Great. We get everything. We get out for free. Purple Echo Infusion. Remember, we are Decayer, so I'm always going to prefer this. We could potentially get away without the offensive scaling if Decayer kills everything for us, if we end up with a strong enough Relentless solution. I would love both of these. And to be clear, on this particular run, I would pick whichever one was purple. So, in this case, we got an Echo Infusion. Fantastic. I'm taking an Echo Infusion. Purple Hornbreak. Hidden Passage is really good. For Wurmkin, in general, I could assemble a squad, potentially. It's not purple, but it's really good. I don't know if I need a Hornbreak, either. I'm going to grab this Hidden Passage. I like that. Go for the only thing that has a banner. Give me a Steelworker, would just be beautiful here. Endless. Okay, so it's Deranged Brute. I don't have Rage. I'm not guaranteed to get Rage. It's going to be hard to assemble a Rage floor. Also, why would I do that? It's just strange. I think it's Horned Warrior, so I'm a little stronger in this stage of the game. Okay, well, with that in mind, let's toss him a plus 25 so he does not pass away. I'm going to re-roll here. Large. No, I'm going to chill then. That's a bummer. A -2 on Ancient Resonance is worth. We'll also toss... Man, 10 in Piercing on that Ancient Resonance is good. Not seeing a Magic Shop for a while. We might see a plus 30 later. I think I'm going to go for a 10 in Piercing on the Ancient Resonance here. This is really strong. And if I see an X5, it pops off. Now, we're high on shards, but I do think we're decently strong. Yeah, this guy. Give me that unit draft. This guy, this boss here with the sweep is why we take Mr. 30 health Horned Warrior here. We're still playing upstairs, absolutely. Generate as many echoes as we can. Maybe kill these guys. I want to try to stop. Man, I really can't generate a purple middle, huh? That's a bummer. I lose that collector. Okay. I need to kill... Alright, great. We at least kill something. Which is good. I don't mind the purples. Or the sap up here. We're going to go purple, echo, echo here. And I'm going to oddly ascend the boss, I think. Am I going to do that? No, I'm going to ascend one of the back guys, actually. This is not great, but acceptable. Top floor is clearing itself out. Because I can get purple damage on him here, right? It's not a lot, but it's something. Get me out of here. You know, I'm gonna have to accept this. It's not as bad as it could have been. He takes 7 more. We go to 29. I'm okay with that. There's a lot of that damage is from the unit trial, and that's unit trial damage I'm always happy to take. Shelter at least plays nicely with Railhammer. I think I do need it. Bogfly is unpickable here, so we'll take the Shelter. Ritual of Battle. No Welder Helper, no Fortify. Fortify purple would have been fantastic here with a Railhammer pick. I get another opportunity to Hornbreak. You want another Ritual of Battle, possibly? It's not great, but doing more damage does matter, so I'll take it. Hey, Shardsoul Carver says Armor 6. I'm going to click that. That's an infusion option. Okay, we'll go right. I think the only thing that's better here is a possible Steelworker pickup. Another Endless. It showed me Glugsider. Second Deranged Brute, really? No, I mean, I might... The only real consideration here is Carver into Horned Warrior, followed by just Space Pick, right? I don't think these are it. I want to lean into this Railhammer if possible. I am going to grab the Horde, though. That's good. Iron Drop Cage is super pickable with a Hidden Passage. Sure. If I don't need it for anything else, I can put 4 days on a boss. Reroll this. Multi-strike on the Horned Warrior is cooking. Alright, so he's looking pretty good. I need Tiny Stone would be great. Build a card is fine. Heal buff is solid here. We'll take that. Buff Ascent. Yeah, okay. Sure, sure. Buff Ascent Space. Interesting. How many more temples do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. An intrinsic on this potentially lets me get away with this in an interesting way, right? It lets me potentially not take... Huh. I mean, I have Ascend, right? I put an Ascend on it, so I can just ascend him up. The space isn't important. So I think, in point of fairness, I think it needs to be the card draw here. This card is just really good. I can just ascend them onto the floor. I don't think I need to do space nonsense. So, okay. Sure. Sure. With that in mind, I think we can build a floor that's pretty good here. We're going to struggle a little bit with purple generation, actually. Something to keep in mind. I will do Chief upstairs, Carver middle. I'm going to blast the upstairs, I think. I don't want to take this 10. No. I'm going to shoot the guy downstairs. There's no reason to play the shelter right now. Okay, we're looking to assemble a squad, basically. So we're going to put the Horned Warrior up top. It is worth it, for sure, to get the Fracture in. Armor 6 is pretty big. Fan of that. Double bomb, don't love it. We're going to go ahead and Hidden Passage our brother up, and then Old Magic in the middle here to create a super floor, I think. Okay. Play the purple is good. Put the Ritual of Battle in. That's worth it. We're doing a lot of damage now, so I think we clear this run pretty confidently. I will lose Chief, but I'm not mad about it, is the thing. Like, 6 armor is just super worth, and then I can Echo Snare middle and simply push more numbers here. We're going to lose Chief, but he's floor clear. He's not important to the final win of this. It is still valuable to me. Yeah, get some Echo Snare middle. We'll double, or single rather, Train Steward on bottom. I think we're winning this combat. At a minimum, I'm not concerned about that. Purple. Chief actually lives until Relentless, which is unlikely. But he did it. Make purples. You can see how much work this guy in back is doing here, right? 70 armor. Now, a little difficult. I want to put them together, right? So that the multi-strike is benefiting here. Echoes of the Past, no. Alloy of the Ancients, yes. It's unfortunately not purple. Keeper of Echoes, it's too late. We already have multi-strike plus 25. Not switching to any of these guys. Okay. Now hear me out. I have 2 Ascends. Drawing cards sure seems correct if I can hit one of those fast enough. Right? Like, it just does seem correct to you, and to me, right? Now, there's also another worthy consideration. Carver in front is really strong, if anyone's keeping track. Like, we could do Carver in front, ascend Chief up, right? It's a super viable option, and then we just make everything purple and do our best. Now, unfortunately, I have had to draft a bunch of non-purples because they're just really good cards. There's a lot of cleanup needed here. I'm thinking left here for... the dupe is not it. I don't need this Hellhorned banner. We're over Steelworker at this point. I have the Carver. It's fine. I'm going to go Magic Shop. I think we're in a great position to go triple Magic Shop here, clean up the costs of things, and to burn away like Train Stewards and non-purple garbage. So I think I'm going to go with draw here, and we're going to be a bit aggro. I think we're fine. We have double ascends, and they're both very powerful. Going left. -2 again. I mean, I'll put that in a ritual. There's no reason not to. That's very handy. Magic Shop says remove consume. I don't want to do that. It's not bad, but if one of these were purple, right? Purple alloy, purple shelter, I would be a lot more inclined to do it. As it turns out, it's not true. We're going to remove non-purple, non-spells, so train stewards are exceptionally bad here. They cannot be played on floor, and they slow me down a lot. -2 makes Ritual of Battle actually playable, and I think that's important. The Purge is not it. I like my purples, and it's not worth enough to me to cut these. Dark Forge, Decayer 2, yeah, I don't think it's Corruptor here. I want to... He's going to be killing waves and chunking heavies. I'm going to push numbers up to get the Carver into the Horned Warrior here. I think this is correct. It puts the Inspire trigger on Horned Warrior. That's worth it. We'll stay at 90. Probably selling this Wurmkin banner. Definitely selling the Wurmkin banner. Okay, -1. Now, honestly, a free ritual is pretty good. This is a great card I'm happy to take. It's also decent to dupe later. 20 consume I'm putting into one of these vents. A very handy blast when needed. -1 here. I'm actually going to put this in Old Magic in case they give me a holdover somewhere. Holdover on this could do some great work. It's good numbers, and it replaces itself. Puts me at 180. Reroll. Holdover is available. The hardest decision of my run, right here. Holdover. There are 3 exceptional options. 4 exceptional options. Poof. Okay. Echo Infusion. This does a few things. First, it's purple, and it's health. Nice. I think I'm valuing this one pretty low. Old Magic. Big damage gain. That's a 30 damage swing per play. But it's not purple, which is a bummer. It ascends, which means if I draw it on turn 1 and I play it, I can dupe the, the Shard Soul Carver infused lad, get him on the floor on turn 2. Fantastic. Other cool thing, even though it buffs the enemy, I could potentially use this to lock down Divinity. Just give him, 1,000 damage, fine, and then lock him down. Great. That combined with Hidden Passage is enough days to shut him up for good. Cool. And holdover on this means I can use that same abuse against other creatures, even though they get buffed in the process. Holdover on the last event. This is a little bit more of a gamble, but I will say a plus 30 down the line with my remaining, 3 temples, I think? 1, 2, 3, yeah. Remaining 3 temples makes that pretty tempting. Kill backlines, chunk heavies. I mean, the backlines going down is really important. Granted, this wouldn't take out spell shielded guys, but it would still be really good. So, I think Old Magic wins here. Just circumstantially, so we're going to take that. Okay, we got it. Great. -1, I'm going to put that in the ritual. This is pretty much the best card I can play. I got enough money to do that, which is cool. We're staying sub 100, because I don't think I'm that strong right now. I think we can take this. Yeah, I think we can take this. I have to be a little bit aggressive, right? Oh, well, you can also just high roll the absolute heck out of it. Now, I'm going to put Carver in back here today because I don't want the sap hitting the Horned Warrior. So we're going to play it like so. Send him up. I can then self-ping here, which is scaling and also armor. Okay, we're going to ascend Curse Boy, get him out of here, for sure. I'm going to put some echoes downstairs. I'm going to buff again. I'll take the Weight of Contrition here. Yeah, this is acceptable. We get a ritual. That's great news. It's a pretty decent shelter. This is a good example of a floor where I say, I might ascend, say, the Absolver, just to get him out of here, and he's dazed next turn. And then I can do, what, purple, purple here, and we can vent middle, and he's dazed, so I don't care about this. So I'm like, this is actually a pretty decent play, in my opinion, right? You might go, oh no, he's alive, but also we can solve that real quick with a number of our tools. Generating purples upstairs is really strong, though, so I think we're going to do that, right? Single fracture. Actually, the torch is the best play here. Kills him. Good job. I don't think we need to do an ascend. I can simply ancient resonance downstairs and put those guys down. So we'll take the bonus damage and we'll fracture upstairs. It's just good to do it. Put some reap on the mid floor. Sure. We're in a good place. All right, great. Now it's just as simple as make purple big, right? Just play the purples. Make good damage, hit a floor and consume it. Neat. Clearing it out. Now here, Ancient Resonance is an excellent hit. Great card. Well played. Free Ritual of Battle. We love to see it. Make purples. Purples give him ridiculous armor, and we can even ascend the boss and not have to worry about this, and he does actually just fully pass away, which is pretty great. So that was an excellent combat. Now, we rolled well on the start. It could have gone much worse, but I also think we had the tools to deal with it. Soul Siphon. It's an interesting choice. Hey, look, I gave Ambient Charge a bunch of crap earlier in the run, and here it is again. Yeah, absolutely not, champ. All right. I don't think it's Soul Cripple. It's purple. It does blast a heavy and a boss. But I don't think this is it, right? I don't think so. I'm going to sell it. Okay. Impish Scholar. What do you do? That's Alloy of the Ancients or this Vent pretty much right now. It's not bad. Pyre Chomper. I don't really want these. I can't, if I could put the Impish Scholar on the floor, maybe, but I'm just going to sell it. I think that's fine. Okay. Magic Shop it is, I suppose. Yeah, I don't need the Steel Shop for anything, so we get to go hunt some removals. Great. Refracting Lens. Yeah, sure, I'll take the free health. It doesn't hurt. I get to cut 2 Train Stewards, which in my opinion are essentially unplayable. Great. I want -1s more than I want pretty much anything else here. Yeah, I think it's as simple as like Fracture gets a -1 and we otherwise chill. Re-roll this. And another Fracture gets a -1. These are good cards to upgrade. A -2 again. Man, another -2 is wild. I'm going to toss a 10 in Piercing in this vent, so it's a little bit more weaponized. But I don't need this -2 for anything. So I think we chill. 100 shards already, but I don't feel bad about it. Plus 20, and piercing is pretty good. I'm going to be going to another magic shop, though, and maybe this is a money trial, so I think we could get away with it. You know what this run would like? Light's Gift. I'd take a Light's Gift here. A lot of piercing in our run. I don't care as much about this armor 15. It is Sycophant, so we should watch it, but I think we're okay. Okay, so reminder. Chief in front today or Carver in front today? I'm going to go Chief in front today, again, I think. Alright, let's work a little bit on... I'm going to go ahead and ping middle, actually, which is fine. Work on back fella. Draw 6 cards. Sure, we hit the old magic. Great roll. Scary bottom floor. Yeah, that's a horrible bottom floor. So I'm going to go ahead and vent that at 0, which is nice. 6 by 4 is 24. Clears it out. Put this in the middle then. We get a double and we vent downstairs, which makes this a lot more tenable. Alright, good. Okay, not feeling too terrible. Let's toss that. Alloy the Ancients down. We're going to buff. I think I'm going to stop 22 damage coming in here. After I torch it. I'm going to go ahead and Echo Snare downstairs. How much damage am I doing? 90 some number. I'm going to go ahead and vent in middle, I think, then. Actually, I should just vent downstairs, right? There's no reason to hold off on it. Yeah, we'll do that. I was thinking about elevatoring this guy, but it's what? I do 93 plus 15, which is really only like 100. Guy walks up and he's going to punch me for like 30 damage on the pyre if I do that. Let's just make the damage number higher here. Now, I don't mind Old Magic replaying, right? This is kind of one of the cool factors of it having a +1 draw on it. I'm not overly punished for this. I think we can finish this guy out, right? Fantastic. Great job, no notes. I'm going to toss an otherwise very good shelter down here. I was thinking about an elevator, but I don't think it matters, right? Elevator this dude. If I was going to do it, I should have done it before playing the Reap. I think we're just going to buff our damage here, and that's fine. We have 41 armor in front. I'm doing okay. Yeah, here's the ritual. All right, we're cooking now. I'm actually just going to, what, elevator this man off the floor, I think? Like, yeah, right? I think that's 100. Goodbye, buddy. Yeah, he's dead. Cool. Doing about 300 damage here. A round is good. Yeah, I had a feeling we would draft something awesome here, so I wasn't really concerned. Let's go ahead and just buff the floor to do big number. Hit him with the Ancient Resonance, I think. Do not want this Sycophant dying on the Harpy. So I want to ascend the Sycophant, and then we vent it out off floor. Yeah, okay. Now, real question is, do you ascend the boss here for 2 free rounds? No, absolutely not, because all it takes is 1 round and he murders me. Alright, so in that case, we are going to put a purple on him. I'm going to self-ping upstairs because it is still positive to do so in armor. We have a lot of armor. We should be okay. Yeah, we're good. And I can actually ascend the man away, so the guy in front doesn't threaten me. And we can hit middle. Now, he does get through Chief, but the nice thing is we have a huge fat stack of armor in the back that will be very important for Relentless combat for this run, right? This is how we're winning Relentless when Chief fails. Purple Ancient Resonance, Revenge of the Damned, Soul-Crushing Guilt. Soul-Crushing Guilt's a good card. It's another... Problem is, it's another purple, non-purple card. I need purple generation. The only reason I'm getting away with it on Old Magic is because it replaces itself, right? This doesn't actually cost me anything. If it were purple, it would be great, but unfortunately it's not. Our purple generation does leave me something to desire. What if I did like a -1/-1 on the Ancient Resonance? It's kind of a shame I didn't have this second Ancient Resonance in time for the -2. Temple-wise, coming up on 2 of them. I wouldn't hate having a -2 target somewhere. That's true. The real question is, how am I disabling... Am I winning against Divinity by Hidden Passage? Soul-Crushing Guilt helps. It's true, it does. Permafrost would be pretty decent for it, right? Yeah, Permafrost would be pretty decent here for it. What's in the middle here? Money? Okay, so I got $410. So I'm doing pretty okay on cash. So let's think about this. It's going to be draw after Fell. Yeah. I draw 7, which is very good. That'll help. If I take -1/-1 on Fractures coming up, then I think we can do some good work. I can 20 consume any torches as they show. Holdover would go on Vent, I think. think I'm going... So how am I beating the boss? Do I need Soul Crushing Guilt? The thing that makes me think Soul Crushing Guilt might be the play here, even though I already have some days, is it can take a permafrost. I can play it once and then just sit on it. So I think I'm going to grab the Soul Crushing Guilt. I really like that Ancient Resonance, though. March of Shields is pretty much exceptional. I'm going to click it. It's purple. Fantastic. Reorganize the floor and do all sorts of nonsense. We're going to the right. Let's look at the cave first. What is this? I already have Refracting Lens. I don't need Weathered Cold Stones. Penitent Remains. Terrible. Ember Stasis. Functional, but slows me down. I don't think it's good enough. It's not Diligence, nothing like that. I don't want Penitent Remains because it slows me down and makes it much harder to even get my purples, and we're already struggling with this. We leave here, unfortunately, I think. Yeah, we leave. It's a bummer. Grab the cash. I do want that. Second hold over is awesome. Wow, okay. Holdover March of Shields is just like actually legit, but I think it's gotta be holdover on... Let's remove some stuff first. Actually, is there a 20 consume in here? There is. 20 consumes are basically just torch fodder. It's great. You blast someone with it. Cool, they die. It goes away. I get 5 pyre health. Incredible news. Definitely taking that. Its holdover is a thinker, though. It's a thinker. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't take the Impish Scholar. I didn't even talk about the Echo Snares there, but that is also a concern. I don't know what to remove right now. It could actually just be torches, but I need to be very careful not to hurt my own echo generation too much. This holdover has, again, a lot of options. A lot of options. The first option is Vent. Vent is a really good choice here. There's, of course, the downside that it doesn't have good reach, right? I have to play this at 3 Ember in order to actually clip 15 Healthers. Not ideal. Or hit them twice. Problem is they heal from the Shaman. Not ideal. I actually think there's a serious argument for March of Shields. But I'm also of the opinion that Echo Infusion would be pretty great. Echo Infusion opens up a very strong Karuska synergy here, but it also, we don't have it, but we could see it, right? We're looking at, what, double trinket shops here, so options. The more important thing is that it opens up spell chain from these 2 temples as being very high value. For 1 Ember, we get 20 health, and we get 2 Inspire triggers. Good. I don't think it's Vent, man. I just really don't. We have games we can play if we need to. With Ascends, I think. I think it's Echo Infusion. That's crazy to think about, but I think it is. I'm going to go for it. Alright, -1 is definitely going into March of Shields, though. That card's great. I'm going to go ahead and spin this. The -1s are nice. Permafrost actually does belong on Soul Crushing Guilt here. We were just talking about that. 20 consume a torch. Man, they're giving me everything, and I'm spending all my money, but this is a lot of upgrade. A lot of value here. Now, I think we should cut what next? Torches. It's a dangerous game, but I think we should play it. Okay. Purple's getting cut. Moving on. I think we beat Fel handily. It's really about assembling the floor and then going from there, but I don't have a lot of fear about this right now. Chief can go in front because he can get blasted. I'm not afraid of it. I get a free turn out of this too. I'm going to go ahead and scale mid-floor. Actually, no, let's put this damage on Fel. 5 Reap is good. I don't care about Shelter right now. Let's just blast the floor on bottom. This buys us a whole extra turn, which is great, honestly. So, alright. Echo Snare downstairs. Let's put some Fracture in there. I'm going to hit him with the Ancient Resonance because you might as well. And then I guess I'll vent off floor just to get rid of it. Sure. We're gradually healing, which is nice. Okay. A lot of scaling there I'm a fan of. I am putting damage into the boss, or not the boss, but specifically this clipped buddy. I'm going to toss an alloy upstairs and then hit him with the echo snare middle. Okay, he only does 7 to me. I'll kill him next turn. This is a bad draw, but this is kind of what we're expecting. We get to Hellevator. Great job. Okay, we should absolutely cook this floor. I'm not afraid of the reflector here. He's already taking, what, 45 from this. Yeah, we're cooking him. Pretty tough. Okay, great. I'm going to go ahead and Hidden Passage Fell. Get some days scaling going. Yes. Okay, now my goal here is now to do a whole bunch of damage, basically. Let's Ascend Fell. Soul Crushing Gilter on mid-floor. 6 there. Increased damage here. This guy actually walks on me still. That's a bummer. I take 4. I'm not afraid. I'll get my health back. I haven't actually... Have I actually even used all my consumes? I think I have. Oh well. The holdover purple is helpful here. Now, I'm just going to play purples upstairs, I think. There's really no reason not to. I do want to burn the 15x2 downstairs, so I'm going to do that. I think we're still net positive on the turn, by the way, or on the run, by the way, which is nice. Let's go ahead, generate a lot of purples here, so that we can hit it with the 18 armor shelter up top, which is great, which actually does top me off. There's the 1. Let's not buff Fell, I don't think. Yeah, let's not buff Fell, I don't think. I'm going to put some more damage in, do more numbers, it's fine. Alright. I can... Yeah, here, we are going to play the cards we need to play, of course. I'm going to put echoes downstairs, specifically to extend that daze. Great, we have it. Cool. Excellent work, in fact. We get everything else up here now. Great job. We get hit for 6 damage only. 7 days in the back. I mean, this is plenty to win. This will crush Divinity for sure. Okay, so we win Relentless. We also beat Seraph this way. You want another Alloy of the Ancients? Echoes of the Past. This is good, but also bad. I don't think I want to burn all my echoes quite like this. Another Alloy. It doesn't hurt. This is a good card. It's efficient. Draw faster, please. It's important. I'm going to go chase... I don't know if I can afford a trinket shop, but I'll look. There's no reason to go to the steel side, right? The cave could be awesome. We won't have enough money for anything cool here. Yeah, bummer. It's okay. Cave says... I want a Nexus Spike. What in the world is your Nexus Spike play here? Think of some degeneracy. What would be your degeneracy? I mean, I'm almost certainly happy to take 2 Ember for 54 armor, which is pretty cool. It's not going to be purple is important. I could go a Ritual. It's not bad. I could go Shelter plus something else, but what else is there? Shelter Ancient Resonance? It's not bad, I suppose. I could go and Ascend. Ascend in something targeted. Feels a little weak. I feel like the baseline I'm looking at here for value is double Alloy of the Ancients. Even then, it's not that good, right? What if I just purge a spell and it's a torch? Right? What if I just do that instead? You know? Purge spell and it's a torch is pretty good, actually, if I'm being honest with you. I get a bunch of 0-cost torches and they burn up, and that's fine. I feel like the Nexus Spike for the double pickup is... I think the Nexus Spike on double Alloy is still the best option. We could take this as alloy plus hidden passage, which is pretty good, I think. Our plan is still to dupe the Carver, so an alloy plus hidden passage. It adds another ascend in a good way. I'm going to do it, actually. Yeah, I think it adds an ascend in a way that I think is important for the density of the run. So I'm fine with this. We ascend and give our man some armor. Good stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and get Decayer 3. Of course, there's no real question about this. I want more health. I'm going to look at the temple now. It's a plus 30. Plus 30 is great. I'm going to put that in this vent. Fantastic. I don't want the holdover on it anyway, so we just kind of chill there. Tendon piercing? I don't think so. We're good. Most of these consume, and I'm going to remove the last one coming up, so save our cash. That 30 is going to help a lot. It makes both Ancient Resonance and this vent strong weapons. I think I can get through this. Only a 125. We shouldn't get a full 530 here. Yeah, we don't. Alright, great. Yeah, look at that. Nexus Spike actually makes this playable immediately, which is huge. Man comes onto the floor, and it's actually just incredible. Now, I am going to work a little bit on... I'm going to focus on the heavy guy, because I should draw something that answers the other guy, right? Yeah, like this vent is kind of what I was thinking. I'll play the alloy, sure. Save some of your consume cards, right? Because the other thought here is I might leak this mid guy, so we should maybe respect just the tiniest bit, right? And now I'm going to blast him. Now I'm going to vent here to kill the heavy. Yes, and the back guy. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other vent downstairs. Burns the armor. Get rid of that. Okay. Alright. Play purples upstairs. They're good. Right, we're trying to kill this man. We come pretty close. I was kind of hoping to do better. Yeah, okay. I think we'll torch and finish this guy off upstairs. I'm going to go ahead and Ancient Resonance middle here. It at least puts down part of it. It stops this guy. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the other friend up here, but that's okay. Our damage is pretty low. I can at least pop the man in back here. I guess we're going to burn a bunch of Echo Snares here. This guy walks on me. I'm going to leave in the alloy in the hope that I can... I guess I could just daze him, right? Yeah, actually, that's just better. Then I can play this. Yeah, then he walks upstairs, but he gets shot and he doesn't hurt me. Okay. All right, we're falling a little bit behind on this, which is actually... This is important, right? Our damage is not doing super hot. Now, I'm going to go ahead, I think... Yeah, I'm going to actually ascend the guy in back. I'm willing to take this hit in the back. Am I? I might have a good turn coming up. Let's go ahead and daze that guy. I think we can actually get him, right? We take a little bit, but it's not too terrible, and then he passes away. If I hit, say... Yeah, okay, I was going to say if I hit a good turn here, which I do, I think we're actually super fine, right? Yeah, great turn, in fact. Then we just vent this, and it reduces 100 damage to 12, and we clean it out. Now, the only question is dealing with this guy in the back on middle, which is not a problem. This is a very good shelter turn, I think. Let's just fracture, and then blast. We'll take the +1 in exchange. I'm going to go ahead and daze him. Yeah, we should crush now. No damage taken, right? To the pyre, I mean. To the pyre, I need to clarify. So, it's fair. No, that's nice. We actually reduce the damage we take on Chief. He's got a lot of health, though. Not going to click that vent. I don't feel like giving him a +1 and messing with the math. Good. Great, in fact. We got through everything and got the trial. That's good news. Power of Knowledge. Broken Memories? What's the Broken Memories pickup here? There's not a great target for this, I don't think. No, I mean, it's like with Nexus Spike, I guess. I don't think so. It's just more health, but it's also not purple. I'm going to sell it. Give me a purple card I would like to play. No, you know, Last Stand is okay, but I only have the one ritual, and it's not great. Like, that's not the source of my damage here. Branding Right would be fine, but it's not purple. We're just going to sell this. I'm not playing the Inferno here. I have enough better cards that don't require further investment. We're going to go chase the dupe. Look at the trinket shop. Ah, the Karuska and the Gurgsgoad. Fine. And a spell chain. You should not have Monster Train. Well, now that I have the... Look at this. It's like I read the future or something. I'm so good at the video game. But look at this. This is now an Ember Generator, Echo Infusion. This is a quad Inspire trigger. Click it. And then our buddy in the back, Horned Warrior, who I'm about to dupe, by the way, is now chilling at a quad hit. Great. We're going to burn the last torch. Even if they give me the 20... if they give me the 20 consume... I need to remove something. I think I just removed this torch, right? I think it's fine. Yeah, it's just torch, and I think we're actually going to cut a fracture here. I do need purples, but I'm getting quads from the Echo Infusions. And remember, almost everything else consumes or is permafrosted or something, so I'm not upset about this. We'll just burn this guy. It's fine. Hidden Passage is too good to skip. I do want to buy -1 on... Where is it? This fracture. The other one is on the Hidden Passage. Double stack. Double stack Soul Crushing Guilt is... That's purchase. Yeah, sure. Reroll it. Remember, I do have a Karuska now, so it's fine. The other -1 is going into Hidden Passage. Fantastic news. 80 gold remaining. I don't know what that's for. I'm going to go ahead and dupe the Mr. Horned Warrior here. Cookin'. Is this 10 in piercing worth considering anywhere? Nah, not really. I mean, I'm already over 150. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a big change. I guess I can buy a removal. I've really not done this in the whole run, which is kind of wild. With that in mind, I'm going to just toast an Echo Snare. I think the rest of the density here is good, and now it's just about drawing it faster on the first draw through so I can assemble my floors. So we'll just toast the Echo Snare, and we're good. Happy about it. 155 out of 100. We're going to go say hello to the Divinity and blast him. We should be perfectly fine here. I have no fears. Yeah, and that's a solid Wurmkin run, I think. Right? Yeah, great turn, by the way. BT dubs. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a Horned Warrior in front on this turn. Oh, it's tough. I kind of want to give him the +10. We'll tank with Chief. It doesn't matter. Assemble this friend. Let's go ahead and put... doesn't really matter where the purple goes, I suppose. I'm going to go ahead and blast the torch in front. We're going to just send it. Blast this floor. A good chunk. Great work. We're going to get cut, but I'm not afraid. We assemble the other lad. Great job. Play the purples when I can. There's no reason to take this damage, so I won't. There's no reason to ascend here. I guess I'll kill this guy coming up then, sure. It's less damage to the boss, but I'm not afraid of the boss. He doesn't really bother me at all, so it's kind of whatever. The purples pretty much should be on this floor, if I'm being honest with you. There's just not really a reason to mess around. And the armor holds on, so we're good there. Drawing 8. Ooh, it's a spicy turn, but we do see the Karuska, which is about ready to go mad with power. I'm going to daze the heck out of the Ember Drain Goon here. Toss a bunch of Reap down. It's fine. Sure, this seems better than the alternative. Great. Cool, we'll push some numbers through. He removes everything, but it's kind of whatever. It's fine. Alright, we do get so much power out of this. I'm just going to go ahead and ascend the boss back up. Just say hello here, friend. It's okay. I wanted you to visit. Do damage. And we drew a vent here, by the way, so we're doing fine. Alloy of the Ancients here, I'm just going to play in front. Great. Generate damage. Hit him with the vent. Pushing 545. Some of that's from Reap. 272 from Reap. I don't even mind if he's, you know, dealing with it. Yeah, get back up here, man. Honestly, it's great. I'm good with it. Fantastic news, really. No notes, right? Just kill this guy. We're honestly in great shape. And then I just daze Mr. Emberwings again. We blast the floor to save some damage. Almost 700 through to the boss. Yeah, Chase stands no chance. Even if he is going to cut down these dazes quite a bit, I'm just not afraid at all. Oh, no elevator here. That's a bummer. Do we win? Yes, we do. Vent here saves like 80 health. Incredible news. And he's still got over like so much health left, right? Just a huge number. Now, unfortunately, I do have to take Ember Drain on this turn, I think, which is a bummer. That's okay. I think we win this anyway. I could ascend a guy away and not take this 15, though, which is honestly worth, right? It's fine. I'll save that 15. We lose this, but I can get some of it back from... Yeah, we're okay. Send, chased. I don't have to think too hard about this. I think I win already. I do. It's fine. We generate Ember from the Echo Infusion, which is very cool. Go in the back. Everything else is free. We hit him with the Ancient Resonance, Soul Crushing Guilt, the boss, and turn this into I only get hit by spikes and the frontline guy. So no problems whatsoever. Good stuff. Great work. Okay. Now Divinity should look similar. Ah, no buff. It's okay. We don't really need it. It's fun. This would have been a fun run for blank pages, but at the same time, it's okay. We're not upset about it. Really, the only question is, yeah, when you draw old magic, basically. And we drew it on turn 1. So we're, as they say, golden. I ascend one lad. The other guy actually has to chill here for a turn, which is a bit of a bummer. But that's okay. Ancient Resonance. Vent. Sure. I'm going to take a little bit of damage. I get to evacuate my lad this coming turn, though, which is good. Get him out of there. Begin scaling. Every play is really strong. I'm actually going to... We clear mid-floor? Well, no. We're going to go ahead and vent downstairs. Just play it out. I don't have the armor generation yet until I can hit a daze here. Alright, good. This guy hurts a lot, so I want to try to avoid getting completely slam dunked. It is still worth it to play the cards out. I'm going to go ahead and Soul Crushing Guilt here. Sure. It's a lot of damage through to my guy, but I haven't hit a lot of my buffs yet. Spell Chain is coming up. There it is. Alright, now we should actually begin cooking on armor. Alright, he's got 9 days. I think we figured it out at this point. What's coming up? I'm going to draw into an Ancient Resonance and Event next turn, so I can actually just freely go big scaling up top here. Great. Okay, good. We should have no problems pushing numbers on this turn. Great. Our goal is to generate purples, and Ancient Resonance is a big play. Old Magic in the back. The Vent here is probably... Man, at bottom floor. I have 2 draws to hit the... I'll redraw in 2 turns. Let's vent out this guy in front so all my damage next turn pushes through to the boss. The mini-boss, rather. Yeah, great. Alright, we're actually really doing fine here. That means next turn, think about this for a moment. Next turn, I'm guaranteed to hit Vent and Ancient Resonance. So moving something, I actually can hit them both, right? Yeah, we're actually super fine, as it turns out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play the Nexus Spike in front here. We're going to keep scaling. What if I just hit Chains with this Daze and saved 18 health? I'm just going to go ahead and play it in the back. This ends the boss's risk of threat to me, right? There's 0 risk at that point, so I think we're fine. Do I want to send anything else up here? I could. I don't really want to that badly. Sure, I'll send up a little buddy. Fine. Not afraid of that. It's like, it saves a little bit of health, potentially. I mean, it might not have been a good call, honestly. Lose a little bit of damage on the boss, which is a shame, but it's fine. We're going to absolutely cook this floor. Actually, we drew very poorly. We bottom decked both of these things. So that is actually kind of funny. I am going to, however, Hellevator this guy so he just passes away and I don't take 45 to Chief. That seems good. We get a very nice, clean Ancient Resonance up here, which is excellent. I'm going to go ahead and play other cards first because I will generate echoes with them, which is fantastic. Then we can push more numbers. Great work. Now, I can Hidden Passage this guy in back off next floor. So I actually think we want to vent upstairs. I'm going to save the soul-crushing guilt here. Yeah, we push 1,000 through. I feel like we're definitely winning, right? I haven't taken any damage here. I can just Elevator this man off the floor entirely. He's gone. We're otherwise absolutely cruising here. We have so much armor. Now, I'm going to take some downstairs, and that's probably fine, right? Some curses is specifically what I mean here. I don't want to redraw this soul-crushing guilt. I'm just going to hold on to it. We have, what is this, 17 days or 9 days or something? We're obviously winning the combat. I have no fear. Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Play out some stuff. Click the cards because it's fun to click cards, as it turns out. And then just chill. 41 damage. Rude. Blast this guy. Ascend the other dude off. Get out of here, bud. He gets blasted, and then mid-floor cooks while the other guys are all stuck. Why did I do it? I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. We get the win. Great job. Great job. Go team. Excellent work. That's Monster Train. All right. Wurmkin. That's a good clan. I'm a big fan of this clan in general. It's just fun. It's one of the more complex clans in the game, which is nice, right? It's nice. Yeah, there's a lot of simple clans. Now, the simple clans are obviously good for, what's like, tutorializing the game, right? So, like, you know, Torch is a fine card, and Hornbreaker Prince is fine, and Sentient teaches you what a tank is, you know, stuff like that. But Wurmkin feels good. I like the charged echo mechanic. It's good. Big fan. Generate echoes on the floor and then play around them somehow, extract and things. It's pretty strong, I'll admit, but at the same time feels nice. I think, honestly, I mean, our Ring 8 made this explode. I didn't need these hits to win, but I'll certainly take these hits, right? It made it essentially unlosable, which is nice, right? Even in the worst of case where the Divinity was punching through 14s, you know, that hurt a lot. My guys are pretty tanky, though, and if I have any purples, we're okay. There's a reason we have plus 25s on these dudes, right? And it's because they need it to survive some of those turns. And multi-strike is great. The Carver infusion is fantastic. I mean, Railhammer is doing absolutely huge work here, so yeah, Railhammer is absolutely crushing it. it turns out. So not a whole heck of a lot else to report, I think, right? I don't have much else to add. So it's a good run. Some huge shout outs, by the way, to Iron Drop Cage, which weaponized my buff card. Old Magic was good. I'm very pleased with this. The Ascend was excellent on this one. We had a lot of Ascend synergy, Hidden Passage. I actually think the Nexus Spike did help out. There were a couple turns where that mattered. I think it was ring 7 when this came up, maybe. Maybe it was chased. I can't recall, but it definitely mattered at one point. And at worst, it's just another Alloy of the Ancients, which honestly is still pretty fine for 2 Ember, right? Alloy of the Ancients is a hyper efficient card at 1 cost, so like it's not busted, but it's very hyper efficient. So even at 2 cost, I'm not mad about it. But the fact that it incorporated a hidden passage for like an extra draw security, I like that a lot. Yeah, but really the big shout outs here, I mean, Refracting Lens, I don't think I even got hit after I got it. So it was nice being at full health, but whatever. Oh no, it did matter, but I actually healed it back right on like one of these combats, kind of funny. But regardless, the big shout outs here are Railhammer and Iron Drop Cage. They do a lot of the heavy lifting for our strategy, but it's good stuff. Excellent run. It brings us up to 265 wins on the series. Fantastic. And next time here, you'll see me with Shardtail Queen. Oh boy. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.